Why, hello there. Happy Tuesday. Let's go, Brandon, because we got free crack pipes, unless you're white. So let's go, Brandon. That's right. So, this is from the timesnews.net. I've never heard of them. I don't know what their political affiliation is. And honestly, I do not really care. But reports of Biden's taxpayer funded crack pipes draw scrutiny by Casey Harper at the Center Square, February the 8th, 2024, updated 5 hours ago. The Center Square reports that Biden's new administration's grant program has drawn widespread criticisms for the efforts to reduce the spread of disease by providing crack pipes at the taxpayer's expense. The application window for the $30 million harm reduction program grant closes Monday. The 3-year grant program was funded through President Joe Biden's Americans Rescue Plan and the 1.9 trillion COVID-19 relief bill pushes through by Democrats in March of last year. It specifically outlines syringes and safe smoking kits supplies as an approved use of federal funds. The purpose of this program is to support community based overdose prevention programs, syringe services programs, and other harm reduction services. The grant says funding will be used to enhance overdose and other types of preventative activities that help control the spread of infectious diseases and the consequences such as diseases for individuals with or at risk of developing substance use disorders, said. Interesting. A spokesperson from the Department of Health and Human Services told Washington Free Beacon with the first reported story that the kits in question will include smoking any illicit substance such as crystal meth, methamphetamine, or crack cocaine. Some cities have experimented with the distribution of smoking kits, but the federal distribution of illicit smoking devices are a new and controversial step. The program is designed to prevent the spread of certain diseases when users share crack pipes, especially when those pipes are cracked or broken down. Smoking crack can lead to open sores, burns, or cuts on the lips, which transfer bloods to the crack pipe, says the North Carolina Hard Reduction Coalition. If the pipes is shared, even a speck of infected blood can transmit hepatitis C. People who smoke crack, like everyone else, like to have sex, and when you smoke crack, you often decreases your inhibitions and the disease condoms mitigation skills or condom, I guess, putting on a condom, which can increase exposures to HIV, STI, and hepatitis. Grant also said it works aligns with advancing racial equality and support for the undeserved community through federal government. Republicans push hard on the program. I'm sorry, the Republicans might want to step this one out. All I gotta say is the Reagan years with the war on drugs and then funding drug trafficker because of communism. Calling it a misuse of taxpayer funds, I guess Reagan actually sold weapons to another country to fund the other drug smugglers. So it really wasn't taxpayer funds. So maybe, who knows? Biden is sending free meth and crack pipes to minority communities in the name of racial equality. Did we not learn anything from the 1970s and 1980s with the crack epidemic or pandemic or what you want to call it, where Joe Biden created the 1984 crime bill, which actually put a lot of these black peoples in prison, creating single family homes, also known as broken homes. The other critiques argue a few flew in the face of Biden's recent pledge to be more strict on the rise of crime nationwide. Last week, Biden talked about being tough on crime, said Senator Tom Cotton are from Arkansas this week. Biden announced to fund crack pipe distribution to advance racial equality. That means if I'm a crack smoker, being white, I'm not going to be able to get one of these smoking kits. Yay, racism. The grant also allows federal funds to be used to purchase safe sex kits, including PrEP resources and condoms. The plan was mocked online. I never thought in my life I would have to say this, but the proper role of the government is not to fund the distribution of crack pipes, U.S. Rep. Lauren Boebert, our Colorado, wrote on Twitter, or Twitter, or what you want to call it. No, I mean, when I heard this in the morning, I had one opinion. And as it seeped throughout the day, I've kind of changed my opinion slightly. Now, I do think offering clean utensils when it becomes in the drugs, whether it's syringes or crack pipes, is actually a good idea to reduce the spread of diseases, which is definitely a good approach to go. But the whole racial component for hitting the people of LGBTQ, whatever they want to be called, blacks and other minorities, is definitely the wrong direction because it's not just a racial or ethnic background that has drug issues. Addiction affects everyone of every walk of life, down to the homeless person, all the way up to the upper rich communities, Hunter Biden. And it goes from your black communities to your Asian communities to your Hispanics communities to your white communities, all the way. There's no ethnic group that is saved from addiction. Some people are only addicted to alcohol. Some people are only addicted to tobacco. Some people are addicted to weed. And unfortunately, some people are addicted to crack, cocaine, and the other harder stuff. And we don't really want to penalize the addiction, which is the illness. While I do understand the use of sending out clean pipes for people to so they don't spread diseases, but at the same time, we also need to make sure that we're just not letting the people know that it's okay to do drugs. Although I do have the opinion that there shouldn't be an illegal drug. There definitely should be controlled drugs, but not illegal drugs. And I think it should be your body, your choice. And as long as you're not hurting anyone else physically, you should be able to do what you want. When I say physically, there's definitely a mental hurt if you have a family member that is addicted to drugs. That could be painful on an emotional level. And unfortunately, I kind of distinguished the two. So while I do think this is a good idea in principle, how it's being implemented, the racial component of it is definitely wrong. And let's go, Brandon. Leave a comment down below on what your thoughts are. Smash the like and then subscribe button. But most importantly, have yourself a wonderful day, morning, or evening.